Uh, what's going on, everyone? Conservative Video Dipper here. If you got a dip, pack a freaking lip. I'm going to be duping on Grizzly Lone Cup Wintergreen. Natalie Harper, who is, I think, Trump's aide, wrote him a letter. And the left, obviously, are going to jump on it and they're going to talk about it because it it's kind of a sincere letter. Towards the end, I will read what actually the letter says, but let's react to somebody that's going to read and talk about the letter and put their liberal twist or narratives in the letter.
I think about Natalie Harp.
Of course you do. Isn't that kind of always what the left do? They have to talk about somebody that's associated with Trump all the freaking time because that's what they like to do. Because it's kind of how they get their jollies off every day. They got to bitch and moan about something, somewhere, somehow. They got to whine about something, just like what we kind of saw yesterday with this whole liberals being triggered and kicking conservatives or people that were wearing MAGA merch out of certain places. Cheers, by the way. It's so good. Sit down. That's why.
Natalie Harp is an assistant to Donald Trump who wears the Donald Trump knee pads 24 hours a day, 6 days a week, okay?
See, again, this is kind of just what we know from what the left will say. They'll say anything that's gross, misogynistic, sexualized, perverse. This is what they do. Now, I don't know 100% what Natalie Harper's job is. I think, like I said, she's in a Trump's aide. I think I could be wrong. So she has to be around Trump, obviously.
She doesn't even have security clearance to be around him.
If she is allegedly Trump's aide, then yes, she does. She does. If she is in association with Trump, meaning like if she works for him and she has to report to him, then yes, she does have to have that clearance, which means whether she's his aide or just somebody that's walks in and hands in paperwork and says, "Here, Mr. President, these files are something that such and such need you to look over and take a quick look at to make sure that it is written okay and that maybe this is what you want or somebody typed up or transcribed what Trump needed written up," then yes, basically she does have to have clearance. So it's obvious I think she does have clearance, but I'm not sure by how much or if she does. But I'm thinking more than likely she does have clearance.
Why? Why has she never gone through a background check?
Most everybody has to go through a background check. When you work with Trump, they're going to do a background check, and it's going to be thorough. Like you got to have a fucking squeaky clean record. You got to have your record looking like a damn Mercedes, a brand new damn Mercedes.
She's the one on the election, when Harris was giving an election, that has access to his tweets.
Okay, and
she was putting all of this BS into a chat GPT thing and typing it up.
Okay, people use chat GPT a lot now, more often than not. I don't. I'm one of them that doesn't use Chat GBT because I think Chat GBT is crap. Just do it like the old school way. You freaking put Microsoft Word up, and then you type what you want. You do spell check and grammar check, and you do all of this. This again kind of shows you that they get triggered about anything and everything, and especially now over Natalie.
Now, I want to tell you how sick this nut is. Okay.
He wants to tell you how allegedly he feels about it because it's his feelings. It's not factual, it's feelings. He doesn't like any chick. I mean, the left don't like any women that are associated with Trump or that work with Trump or that support Trump because, again, the left are misogynistic.
This is a letter she wrote.
Oh, so he did pull out that letter. Okay. Good. Now let's see if he can do it correctly. Or
To Donald
read it correctly.
Trump, an actual letter.
Okay.
It's only one page. Bear with me. Dear.
Now remember, I will read the letter because I'm not gonna hypervolate or make up shit. I'm gonna read it verbatim of what it says, word for word. But we'll do that later.
Your president. Now, this is the note I wanted to write, but the apology needed to come first. I have learned so much about myself on this trip. I always knew coming home to my roots would be enlightening.
Okay, she's just writing a nice little letter, at least giving him thanks, letting him know that this is how she feels. That she's thankful that he may have helped her understand certain things. Like maybe she needs to take a little time to herself. Just find herself. Don't get caught up in the moment of just work, work, work. Take some time off, like I have. I took a couple of days off of here because it's gonna get you very tired emotionally, mentally, and physically. You're gonna get drained if you keep doing it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's okay.
But I had no idea how much. For the first time in I don't know how long, you forced me to unplug.
Meaning, obviously, Trump told her, go do yoga, do something, unplug from the world. Bring yourself happiness and peace within. Find yourself. She's thanking Trump because Trump told her, hey, take a couple of days off, go be with your family, or go be with yourself. Treat yourself to like a spa day, massage, or whatever, therapy, like the, uh, God, what do they call those? Where you stick needles in you, and it's some kind of therapy. I forgot what they call that. But take some time off for you. That's not bad. That's good. At least Trump cares.
We would be out on the course with no machines and even forgot what time it was.
So they would golf together once in a while. Cool. I mean, that's nice of Trump to do. That's a special moment that Trump gets to share with his people sometimes, with certain people that are with him.
I didn't have to be the human printer. She literally runs around with a printer.
No, that's just being You're over exaggerating, is what he's doing. She basically walks around. She's got a notepad and a pen or a pencil, and she writes what Trump wants her to write.
And whenever somebody says something good, like on Fox News about him, and lies about a poll, she prints it out and gives it to him like a damn toddler.
No, what she does is she does her job. That's the thing that these people don't understand. This is what Paul doesn't understand, is that she's doing her job. And her job is report what is either being said about him, which I'm sure she has to report what I say about him, and whatever news industry is talking about Trump or saying something about Trump, he's going to hear about it. It gets reported back to him, which is their job.
Look, Orange Man. Oh, your feelings are hurt because everybody hates you. Look, this.
No, the only people that hate him, that hate Trump, are people like him, like Paul here, and the left.
This will make you feel better. They treat him like he's a damn toddler.
No, they don't cuddle him. See, there's a difference between what we do or what they do for Trump, or not just towards Trump, but towards each other, the left. They cuddle each other. And Trump, who knows that, yes, he's going to have his damn feelings hurt because you can't people please every single person out there. And Trump is aware of that. Trump is aware that there are going to be people that dislike him and people that do like him. He gets it. He's aware of it. He's not here to please every freaking person.
It's disgusting.
But the left and people like Paul here think that Trump just, wants Trump to please everyone. Or Trump doesn't have a lot of likes, which is untrue. There's a lot of people that do like Trump for more than just because he's a businessman, but he's doing what's right for we the people. Sometimes, yes, we may not always agree with Trump on certain policies he's put in place or things he says or does, but we understand that Trump basically knows how to play chess, and they're playing checkers.
I could take time to enjoy good conversation and still all my work done at the end of the day. To fact, I even had time.
I don't know what that was. It sounds like he's got a very bad reading grade level, because that doesn't make sense what he just added in there. If that's in there, then maybe that was a spelling error or just something that she forgot to correct. But I don't know. Normally, we know that most lefties have a low grade reading level.
To take long morning and evening walks to enjoy each sunrise and sunset. Although I did forget to eat and sleep.
Okay, she's basically thanking Trump for allowing her to unwind. She's forgot to eat and sleep because she just gets wrapped up in finding herself, doing what she was told to do.
With so much thinking time, I confess it did have a slightly negative effect at times.
Sometimes it can happen. You can lose yourself, whether it's during meditation or prayer or whatever. You lose the track of time and you lose yourself in your inner thoughts. It happens. I've done that during times of meditation when I was pagan or Buddhist, I would meditate and I would lose track of time. And sometimes I would be more interested in meditating more than eating or sleeping at times.
That I know you picked up on, but the end result, I believe, will be worth it.
Sure, sure, it may be worth it because it might make her feel better. That's great for her. I honestly think it's good for her.
I had no idea how rapidly I was approaching burnout and starting to envy those whose only job seems to be to talk with you and look pretty.
Now, I don't know if it really says that, but again, we're going to read it verbatim of what it really supposedly says.
And look pretty.
I don't think that's what she would say, but again, we'll read verbatim what it actually says.
I want that job. Okay, hold on. Holy shit.
Can you just like fucking read the thing, please, dude? Instead of sitting there cackling like a toddler, just actually read the damn thing, please.
She's saying that she wants the job, that people on Trump's staff is just to be pretty.
There's a lot that I could think of to why, if that is allegedly what was said, why she said it. Maybe she might have alleged insecurity about her looks. Who knows?
I can't make this shit up. I cannot make it up.
Some women do have insecurities about how they look. And that's sad because, you know, women, just like men, they should feel good about themselves. They should feel they're worth something to somebody or to certain people that are out there that listen and care for them. But again, I don't know if, like I said, we're going to read the actual letter verbatim in the end.
It's incredible. So many times, I'm just trying to stay afloat with all that's coming in for you.
Meaning she's trying to do her job the best she can. She's trying to keep up with everything. She's trying to make sure that things are done accordingly to the way that he likes it, and that is best, not only that he likes it, but will help him so that it's not putting a lot of pressure on Trump, which is good. I give that to her. It may sound really ridiculous, but it's, to me, it makes sense. She's just trying to tell Trump, hey, I'm doing the best I can for you. I'm trying to stay afloat. I'm trying to work hard. I'm trying to make your job easy, my job easy, and everyone else's job easy. I'm trying to just do the best I can with the cards that are dealt to me at this time.
I look like
There's nothing wrong with it.
Hunchback who didn't have time to.
I don't think she called herself a hunchback in the letter, but again,
Freshen up.
I think that's, he added on that one.
At least you know what I should look like.
Again, I think he's kind of adding words into this letter because, again, this is what these people do. They will add stuff. They won't go verbatim for word of what it really says. If this is really what it says, then again, possibly insecurities about herself. She's describing how she feels maybe allegedly insecure about her looks, what she's doing. She wants to make sure that Trump understands that, hey, again, I'm doing the best I can, but I have my faults as a human being. I'm just human.
Plus, I miss the days when you used to call during my talk show days.
I didn't know she ran a talk show. That's cool.
And we talk about everything and nothing. I want to get back to that synergy. We shouldn't have to talk about work all the time.
She feels like the friendship between her and Trump should be like where it was once before, where they could joke, they could just be human and not talk about work, talk about life, and talk about how they feel good about life.
I've always felt like an in-betweener, somewhere between staff and those you enjoy talking to on the phone or at dinner, because that's who I used to be to you when I was
Probably spelling error or Paul adding shit. I don't know which
talk
one.
show host.
We'll figure it out.
I wish I could hear every conversation, because that's when you're having a good time, getting away from it all, at least for a few moments.
She's maybe worried about Trump working too much, and maybe it's stress that's getting to him, and maybe it's not just only stress, but working a lot is kind of stacked onto him now that he has presidential duties and responsibilities. She feels like he needs to maybe let loose a little and enjoy time with his friends. So it sounds like she wants to help him, be his friend, which is good. It's showing empathy and sympathy, possibly towards Trump, because Trump does work a lot. He doesn't get much sleep. He doesn't get much time to himself. I mean, he does sometimes once in a while golf, but that's like a few in between times. It's not like every day where he gets to go out to Mar-a-Lago and his Florida golf course and have that time. He's busy.
Now, this is the really dark part. Yeah, it gets worse. After going through all this self-analysis, my conclusion? I need to reunite my past self with my current.
That's not dark. That's just her saying she needs to do something to change. She's wanting change, but it's maybe hard for her to get to change because she's working just as much as Trump is, and she's not having time to reflect on where she once was to where she is now, and it's maybe haunting her, or it could just be that she's starting to think about it more and more and more, and she's starting to realize certain things in her life that are showing up and letting her, kind of reminding her of who she is from her past to now.
Into a better version who will make you proud.
She just wants to do what's right for Trump. She's not trying to kiss his ass. What she's trying to do is say, I just want to do what is right for you. You know, be your friend, but also be your coworker professionally.
And please, when I fail, will you tell me?
That is a reasonable request, I think. I think it's more than reasonable. To me, it says, I want you to hold me accountable just like you would hold anyone else accountable for any screw ups or any fuck ups. I want you to let me know if I'm not doing something to your standard or to your liking. That's not a bad thing. That's just a reasonable request again because she wants to make sure she's doing things right. I see that as that's perfectly fine. Again, it could allegedly come from maybe some of her alleged insecurities. Who knows? Maybe it's just coming stemming from she wants to make sure that she's doing everything right because Trump has high standards and she knows that he has very big high standards and the bar is set high, especially when it comes to regards of people working for him or working around him. He doesn't deal with bullshit. He deals with professionalism, and he knows that professionalism is what shows people that they're doing a good job. And I think that's what she's asking of him to let for Trump to let her know, hey, if I seem to be out of place or I'm getting unprofessional or I'm slacking or something's not right, tell me.
You have the absolute right to cuss me out.
Okay? Metaphorically, that's probably metaphor for you have the right to tell me. She's letting him know, hey, you have the right to tell me if I fuck up or say something. Maybe not really like cuss her out directly or literally, but figuratively. It's I think metaphorically, hyperbole, she's saying you have a right to tell me these things.
If need be.
Which is right. It is correct because I'm sure he will. And he always does. He tells people you're not doing your job or hey, you're doing a good job, keep going. There are times, yes, Trump will give you a pat on the back if you are doing something right. But he'll tell you also if you fuck up, you're gonna know it. You're gonna hear it from him.
When I deserve it. Because no one knows or cares about me more.
I don't know what that really entails, but it sounds more like again could be stemming from alleged insecurity, but I don't know.
Thank you for always being there for me.
Aww. That is sweet. At least she's thanking Trump for a lot of things. And I think that she's not just she's not trying to figuratively or metaphorically kiss his ass. She's just literally saying how she feels. That she feels like Trump has always sometimes took her aside and told her, hey, do better or you're doing a good job. So she's given Trump credit for helping her be who she is now. And that's honestly very, very freaking sweet of her to do because I don't know how many people actually write thank you letters to Trump thanking him for what he has done for people or for them personally. But at least she took the time out of her day to appreciate something that he has done for her, given her that push, that narrative to want to keep going and inspiring her to be better and be a better person than what she maybe once was before. I think that's honestly a great way to, thank somebody right there.
I'll never forget when you made that promise to me after losing my dad. And
Oh, that is so sweet. And I'm sure she was like when she lost her dad, that was a hell of a loss. That probably broke her. That probably put her in depression mode. That made her probably feel allegedly insecure. And that pushed her to the point where she felt like nobody cared about her. Nobody saw her as um, needed, or she maybe was is saying that she felt allegedly unwanted, and nobody was helping her push her forward and push her out of that slump to want to continue. And Trump made a promise that, hey, I will be here for you. I'll help you. We'll get through this together. I'm always here for you. That is the sweetest thing that Trump could ever do, is be there for somebody that lost a family member. And this is again how we see Trump. This is Trump 100%. He is a very caring, giving guy. He will care, but don't take his kindness for weakness, though, because he is not weak. He's not gullible or vulnerable. He cares, but he has limitations to who he will care about, probably because he knows that people have screwed him or want to screw him over. But she's not taking advantage of him. She's just saying that you basically pushed me to help me be better. And you aren't taking advantage of me. You're doing what is right, and you're being a big friend, a big brother type, like for me, because she's 35, Trump's older. So you're being there in support of for me. And that is something that Trump is really good at. And the left don't understand that.
You know how happy he is right now that I did get to Scotland and Ireland.
Oh, I bet her dad is proud of her. You've got to imagine how proud her dad is of her. From being a kid, growing up, probably not knowing what she wanted to do in life, to now where she's doing big things in her life. She's just like a flower. She's expanded herself to great things. She's achieved great things. Like now she's achieving working right alongside Trump, which is a great achievement.
And he always wanted for me to modify a classic. I could not have parted
Don't know what that entails, but okay.
with you to anyone less worthy, and I will add, it is I who is unworthy.
She's being humble, but with metaphoric humiliation. She feels unworthy because she maybe doesn't just feel like she's not worthy of working for Trump, because Trump could have people that are more experienced maybe than her. But she feels humbled that Trump is giving her that chance, that ability to do things and work alongside him. So that definitely, I'm trying not to cry right now because it sounds really sweet.
Always, Natalie.
That is the sweetest thing. Natalie Harp, if you do happen to ever watch this, just know that you are worth it, girl. You got this. You have a lot of Trump supporters, good actual Trump supporters that will back you, girl. You've got people that know your weight in gold and know you're worth it. And Trump, even if he wouldn't have thought that you were not worth the time to invest in being around him, help you having help from him, he wouldn't have done it. He did it because he thought you were worth it.
What in the fuck are we doing?
And then this is where they get vicious.
What are we doing?
What? Trump had a letter from Natalie thanking him for everything that he's done for her. What's the big deal? You don't like it because you think it's sucking up to Trump, kissing his ass, licking his boot? No, that's not what she's doing. What she's doing is being very humble and very sincere about that letter. But again, we'll read the letter verbatim towards the end.
This is somebody that's getting paid by our tax dollars to kiss the ass of Donald Trump.
No, she's not kissing his ass. What she's doing is being thankful. She's writing a sincere thank you letter. This is what the left obviously are very good at doing, being facetious, malicious. When somebody wants to thank Trump for something, they always take it like that person kissing Trump's ass or licking his boot. They don't see it for really what it is. It's them being kind, taking the time out of the day to thank Trump for everything that he has done for them, and being sincere about it. I mean, that was the sweetest letter I think that Trump ever has gotten. And I can imagine how Trump felt when he got that letter. That he felt very genuinely happy and a little prideful. You know, he has a little pride in there too, that he's proud of her, that she not only took the time to write that letter, but formulate the sentence of how she felt in depth of all the things that he has done for her, being there for her when her father died. If he was there for her when her father died, being there for her definitely gave her a lot of hope and a lot of security, and it made her feel like she was worth something.
To change his diapers, to give him baby formula.
This is just disgusting. Attacking a woman for writing a thank you letter to Trump. This, again, shows how misogynistic these people are on the left.
To wipe his ass.
Paul, I would stop, dude, because your misogyny is showing a lot. And it is very misogynistic that you're attacking a woman for no apparent reason, just because she wrote him a thank you letter. That is disgusting.
To tell him he's a good little orange man.
Nobody tells Trump anything unless they're being sincere or they're just being an ass. But if they're going to tell Trump something, more than 9 out of 10, they're going to be honest with Trump about things. I'm sure he has a team over there that says, Mr. President, I don't know if this is a great idea. Let's not do that. Let's say we did, but let's not, okay? Okay. Nobody has to kiss Trump's ass. Nobody has to metaphorically lick his boot or metaphorically kiss his ass in any way, shape, or form. Because that's not what Trump expects out of people. Trump expects people to be honest with him, genuine, transparent with him, not disingenuous.
Oh, you're not fat. You're in the best shape of your life. Here, let me print out an article from Sean Hannity. Look, he said something good about you. Look at this guy from Texas with 3 teeth. He said something good about you.
If they're saying something good about Trump, it's either because he is doing something good, genuinely, or because they see what he is doing and people aren't applauding him for what he is doing. Because too many people on the left, like this guy, Paul, is just stuck in his way and stuck in this vicious cycle of what's called insanity, where they want to degrade Trump, make Trump feel like shit. It's not, again, because they're metaphorically or physically trying to kiss his ass, lick his boot, or anything, or make him feel better about himself. They're giving him credit because they know that he's doing a good job. He's pissing off the left. He's exposing things that needed to be exposed that he said he would continue to expose. Drain the swamp. Sure, he promised no new wars, but again, we expect that it was going to possibly happen or potentially happen at some given point. That's it.
What are we doing? What the hell happened to you Republicans, man?
What do you mean? Nothing happened to us. We're still here. I'm a conservative and I voted for Trump. I think the good Republicans are still around. They still exist.
Honestly, what the hell? What are you doing? This is sick.
No, that's not sick. That's called being thankful. So I guess if anyone on the left receives a thank you letter, they consider it sick. That's just weird. That's just a weird way of looking at things. As we all know, the left really don't look at things like the glass half full. They look at it half empty because, they're, again, they're just glutton for punishment. They're just always okay with looking at things so negatively. They're negative Nancy's, is what I would start calling them now.
He's a married dude.
Yeah, he's married, but it doesn't mean that he can't have somebody write him a thank you letter. I could write Trump a thank you letter for all the things he's done. And it doesn't mean like I'm trying to hit on the guy because, first of all, I'm not gay and I'm not going to be hitting on Trump. That's just not me. But I could write a thank you letter, or anyone could write a thank you letter and make it sincere and not make it sound like they're trying to hit on him.
I mean, it's bad enough he rapes a woman and defends.
Okay, those allegations again, those pretenses that you're bringing up that he allegedly raped a woman has been proven true. I mean, he was found, sure, guilty in a court, but again, it was a kangaroo court. I think the court, just like Derek Chavez, basically they wanted Trump to be charged. They weren't going to give him the time of day to defend himself. It was a kangaroo court, or what I would call an alleged lynch mob. They were trying to metaphorically lynch him, convict him. They didn't want to see what Trump had to say. They didn't give a shit about what Trump had to say because it didn't matter. As long as they tried to convict him, because it would help the alleged Democrats be able to have something against him or hold against him or use against him to try to impeach him or get rid of him, that's what they were after.
Child molesters.
Same thing as what I just said. The whole thing is just bullshit, in my opinion.
But this whole administration, it's a shit show.
What do you call the Democrat Party? A shit show. But I call the Democrats a cult.
You got Donald Trump that's a rapist.
No, he's not. Okay, where's proof? Where's proof? And if he did allegedly rape somebody, why didn't the fucking Democrats try to use that against him before he ran the first time? Oh, because they didn't. They were trying to save it. They were thinking that was like their ace in the hole, their Hail Mary movement to try to disqualify Trump from running as president in general.
You got J.D. Vance, who's a white Christian nationalist.
Oh. But what's really funny is that they love calling anyone that's a Christianal nationalist. But you got people like Paul, who is a left-leaning person, and he alleges he's Christian. So wouldn't that kind of make him an alleged Christian nationalist too at that point? No, we're just Christian, right? We're just the followers of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. This whole Christian nationalist bullshit talking point is absolutely redundant. It's like the word racist. It doesn't mean anything anymore. It's just absolutely ridiculous when these lefties love to use that word, just like racist or white supremacist. It doesn't mean shit anymore. It shouldn't mean anything to us. To me, when Paul says white Christian nationalists, I just look at it as, okay, obviously you have your Christian phobia, or you have something against Christianity that you don't like because it goes against what supposedly you believe in, which is fine. You don't have to like what the Bible says. But if you're a Christian, you should follow it and understand, why does it say these things? Why does it mention things like, before I knew, or before I formed you in the womb, I knew you? Things like John 3:16, for God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son, for those who believe in him will not perish but have eternal life in heaven. They won't be damned in hell, but have eternal life in heaven with him if they confess out of their mouth, truthfully, from not just their mouth but their hearts, truly confess that Jesus Christ is the Lord and Savior. That's not Christian white Christian nationalist. That's believing in the Bible for what the Bible says. Most good Republican conservatives that are Christian follow the Bible. Some, yes, we humans don't always do it, but those that know and stick to the Bible and follow the Bible obviously have points.
You got Pete Hegseth, who's an alcoholic
And this is called judging, by the way. So Paul is really judging, which he shouldn't be judging at all, because, again, what does the Bible say about judging? Thou shalt not judge unless ye be judged yourself. Do not cast the first stone, or the man without sin can cast the first stone. Well, no man or no human, it doesn't mean just like man in general, as in only men can cast the first stone. It's including women too. It's kind of a metaphorical vocabulary used to say anyone without judgment can, or without sin, can cast the first stone. Paul cannot cast the first stone because he is a sinner, just as much as I am, just as much as you are out there that may be watching me later. You can't do that. That is called being judgmental, and doing such is against what God would want you to do.
cheats on every wife and paid.
Okay, so people cheat. Okay, women cheat, men cheat. You can't just say that men are the biggest cheaters, because women cheat too, you know. That's kind of only being one-sided. You got to be honest about this, that yes, men and women can both cheat. Should they do it? No. But do they? Some do, but some others don't.
Woman $50K for assaulting her. You got Cash Patel, who's using our plane to go and get drunk with the USA team.
Which allegedly only happened one time. So that was kind of a big fucking whoop. I mean, sure, yeah, that pissed some people off. But does it happen? It happens. Shit happens. It's not a me problem. I can't control them. I can't tell them, hey, don't do this. This isn't going to work out in your favor. I can't do that because I'm not the boss of anyone but myself. It's a me problem. If I do it, then I have to think about my punishment and my repercussions for doing such things. I can't like go around and police everyone. And this is what the left want to do. People like Paul want to police everyone. It's kind of like Cartman being the hall monitor. Respect my authority, pretty much. The left want you to respect their authority, but at the same time, they break rules more than anyone else. It's double standards.
And to drive his little hooker girlfriend around.
Ooh, dude. Yeah. Again, as always, we expect them to be misogynistic, and that was very misogynistic from Paul.
On this airplane to go to her little shitty shows.
Gee, Paul, I thought you were about women not having misogyny against them. And the way you're speaking kind of sounds a little alleged misogynistic from what some people would allege from how you're kind of saying things right now.
You got Dr. Oz, who's what? Where'd he graduate from? Like the school of Donald Trump?
No, Dr. Oz is actually, sure, he was a TV doctor, but I think he did really get his doctorate's degree. I'll have to look that one up too. But he's an actual doctor. He's way smarter than the left. Sure, I didn't like the Dr. Oz show. I originally thought he was a quack, but he's kind of wearing off on me a little. I mean, I'm kind of understanding what he's doing now. That he does have a good heart. He does, I think, care about people and the health of people. Him and RFK Jr. Honestly, I think they both have the best interests for people.
You got RFK with the dead brain in his worm. He's talking about
dead brain in his worm? Bro. Figure out how to make a coherent sentence before you say it, dude, because that did make sense. And that was alleged. I don't even know if RFK Jr. actually mentioned about that.
Tylenol calls it autism.
There were studies that have been allegedly done that pregnant women taking allegedly too much Tylenol can cause autism. But wait. I thought you were about you people on the left, including you, Paul. I thought you were all about children and, making sure children didn't allegedly get hurt. So when you agree or say, okay, let's look into this, that if alleged Tylenol at a alleged high rate taken by pregnant women could cause autism, wouldn't you want to do something about that? Oh, no. Hell no, because we know exactly what the fucking left are about. They're about anything and everything that is not for the better of the people or children, or in the best interest of children. They don't care because, again, that's just like abortion. Unjustified abortion. There is no justification for it. It's murder at this point. They don't care. See, because you can tell by Paul's talking points what it really tells you more about these people that are on the left, that they're absolutely engulfed in some kind of psychosis, misogynistic, hate-filled lies that are being perpetuated, that they claim that they care about things and everyone but themselves, including themselves. But it's just really more about me, I. That's coming from the left.
Had so many affairs on his first wife that she committed suicide.
Ugh. And then you go and blame people like his first wife allegedly committing suicide because of him, which what does that tell you again right there? Not only that's misogynistic, but that's facetious with malicious intent. We don't know why she may have allegedly committed suicide. That may not have been it. What if it was because, like Robin Williams, he had, you know, a health issue, mental health issue, or something was going on and they felt like they just can't keep going. I'm not saying, suicide is not, taking your own alleged life is not a good thing. I do not recommend anyone doing it. And if you are feeling that way, go online, look for help, call the suicide hotline if you feel that way. Because there are people out there that will care about you and that will help you. But the left won't. The left will not care about you. They won't help you. They don't want to give you that best interest. And yes, I did this with one hand, by the way. Pretty good. They don't care. See, this is how hate felt people like Paul and the left are. It's disgusting. Alleging something that we don't even know if it's true or not. And if it is allegedly true, that's on her. It's you can't blame him for allegedly taking her life if that did happen, allegedly happen. That's kind of nasty. That's just wrong, in my opinion.
Cuts off the head of whales and drives around with them and drops off dead bears in Central Park.
Wait, what? I've never heard that. So that sounds like a crock of crap.
I mean, you got Linda McMahon, who's in the Department of Education, whose only qualification is kissing Donald Trump's ass.
Buddy, obviously you don't know jack shit about Linda McMahon. Obviously. You don't know her qualifications. The left don't know jack shit about her qualifications. What if she's actually trying to do a good job? See, again, this is misogynistic, is what Paul is doing. This is prime example of liberal misogyny right here, of what this guy is saying. This is prime example of misogyny. Talking shit when people like this guy say the conservatives and Republicans and MAGA should be allowed to talk shit about women, but hey, it's okay if we do on the left. Again, double standards.
Being a white to McMahon. You got Todd Blanchard's defending child molesters.
Can you prove that? No. The left will never prove it.
The Attorney General who won't even meet with the survivors.
Bro, like, so you expect him to drop everything just to meet people? Yeah, sure, he should meet the survivors, but you gotta also understand, he's a busy guy.
What are we doing? This country is run by a bunch of idiots.
No, that's just your opinion. It's your feelings. Because again, you people like you, Paul, go by feelings, not by facts. Let's get that out of the way and let's correct you there.
This is like a little toddler.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry to say, Paul, but people on the left are more like toddlers than the people that are right winged, that are decent right wing people.
And they're all running around with Donald Trump knee pads going, Daddy, what can I do for you, Daddy? Oh, Daddy, please, can we own?
Jesus. You're 30 tomorrow? Well, happy birthday. Jeez, you're old man. KY, you're such a freaking old man. How you feeling for being 30? I'm 35, dude. KY, let's take a time out here, folks. KY, just for me, from me to you personally, I want to tell you this. It does not get better from here. It goes downhill. Once you're 30, you're gonna start feeling a lot of shit. You're gonna feel the snap, crackles, and pops because it gets worse. It don't get better. And like I said, I'm 35. I'm already feeling the snap, crackles, and pops.
Lips today? Daddy, can I change your makeup?
But see, this whole Trump supporters alleging that they wear knee pads and shit, it's just it really is disgusting because it makes Trump supporters sound gay, which not every fucking Trump supporter is gay. 30, I mean, you're still kind of a young buck, but once you hit or get older into like 35s, you're going to feel the snap, crackle, and pop, buddy. It goes downhill. You don't go uphill, you go downhill. Trust me. Coming from a 35-year-old. But happy birthday, KY.
Daddy, can I change your diaper?
This is disgusting. I mean, like, it the way that again that they talk about Trump supporters alleging that they wear knee pads is kind of gay. It's kind of homophobic, if you ask me. It's just not only. I mean, what else can I say? This is exactly a prime example of the shit that they pull and the shit they say.
Daddy, what can I tell you to make you feel good about yourself today with your low self-esteem?
Well, damn, dude. I'm sorry, KY. But again, I wish you a happy birthday, brother. If you guys haven't, go check out Tobacco KY's channel. I wish him a happy birthday, will ya?
What are we doing? It's embarrassing. It's truly embarrassing.
No, what's embarrassing is what you're saying, Paul. What you're saying is not only could be taken as alleged homophobic or a little weird and a little gay, or alleged that it's kind of gay or some weird sexualized fantasy of some sort, but it's just very disturbing. Hey, you're welcome, KY.
Embarrassing. And everybody in the world sees it. He just pissed off.
You know, you gotta share the love, man. You gotta share the love. And being 30 years old, dude, shit. I remember when I turned 30. Man, being 30, it's not the same as when you were younger, like when you were in your teens. Like I said, it goes downhill from there. The snap, crackles, and pops start.
Canada, our allies, our friends, our.
I don't know if Canada is really our allies, but we do business with Canada, but I don't think they're NATO. I'm not sure. I could be
Our
wrong.
damn neighbors that spilled blood with us on the battlefield.
Well, Canada's. We got to remember, it's not that we don't like Canada. It's just we don't like the parliament, the liberal parliament that's in there. Since the liberals in Canada are kind of fucking shit up too. And I think a lot of Canadians are getting pissed off about it.
And he wants to be an alpha male.
Here we go.
Now you got Ukraine, who we shit on.
What about Ukraine? Who cares about Ukraine? I'm sorry, but I don't give a two flying farts about Ukraine. Yeah, I care about the people in Ukraine, but let's be honest, Ukraine, not our monkey, not our circus. We should be about America first, not Ukraine. What did Biden do? Biden gave Ukraine a shit ton of money. Yeah, that's not good, having blood sugar problems and artery clogs. You got to be careful with what you eat and how much sugar you take when you get older. Again, take it from somebody who's 35.
And we should have fulfilled our promise to support them and defend them.
Why should we support and defend Ukraine? Why should we be involved? We shouldn't. We shouldn't. We should not be at all involved with the Ukraine shit. Not at all. No, sirree, Bob. No, we should not. I'm going to tell you this. As somebody who is an American, proud American, I don't give a fuck if Ukraine and Russia are going after each other. Let them. That's a them problem. That's not a we problem. It becomes a we problem when people like Biden allegedly give Ukraine money and stuff from from military funds or whatever that he allegedly pockets out to divvy out towards them. And that's wrong. That is so fucking wrong. We got to be American first here, people. America should always be our number one concern. I believe they did, but I don't know what happened to them. I don't know. You might be right.
And it said, I'll end it on day one.
But here's the issue. Whether Ukraine allegedly had nuclear weapons or not, it does not. I mean, it doesn't change the fact that we should not be interfering with their business. Just like any other country should not be interfering with us, or we should not be interfering with other countries unless it's NATO, unless it's our country that aligns with that other country, then fine. There's a difference. Go ahead and look it up. I could be wrong.
Because I'm the man. I'm such a great business deal. 2 years later, nothing's happened.
He's trying to end the war with Iran. What more do you want, dude?
NATO basically is probably going to kick us out. Now he wants to.
I don't think NATO would really kick us. I mean, they could if they really wanted to, but if they did, you know what would happen. We know what would happen with NATO kicking us. If NATO allegedly turned on us, they'd be screwed. And we would be screwed. We wouldn't be able to make deals with them. We wouldn't be able to help them. If they got into war, they're fucked. They would have to rely on other countries that are either closer to them or other countries that are not going to or have never done something towards them to buddy buddy with them. So more than likely, I don't think NATO would really do that to us, but they could.
Invade Greenland and take it over. He wants to make Canada the 51st state.
Why not? Canada should be. I mean, Canada's close to America. Why not? Right? But yeah, that would change a lot of things. I mean, Canada's parliament probably would change more than likely. They'd be under us. So I think they would have to recede or secede to us. And I don't think Canada would really do that. As much as I know some Canadians would probably be okay with it, but other Canadians would not feel very comfortable with being close comfort to us.
We're pardoning drug lords.
When have we allegedly ever pardoned drug lords? When?
From like South America somewhere.
Oh, you mean Biden allegedly did that? Yeah, I could believe Biden would do that because, that's how stupid he is.
We're importing beef from South America.
Okay, and what's your point? We do trades. It's called trades. We have it for a reason.
Get all over our trade partners.
I think that was Biden.
I mean, literally, China's now buying all the soybeans from South America, and our farmers are getting crapped on.
Don't think so.
And you people are still so stupid.
But look at two people on the left. You guys are the dumbest idiots on the left. You guys are so fucking gullible on the left. You guys think that CNN is real credible news. You think MSNBC, ABC, The Young Turks, Midas Touch, this guy is credible news that I'm reacting to. Like, you guys are so dumb on the left. We're not the idiots. You people on the left are the freaking idiots.
Still cheering, yeah, own the libs, own the libs. And you know what's really sad? In the next election, these dumbass people with 6 teeth, they're going to vote for Republicans.
Oh, isn't that a shame? And by the way, just to remind you idiots on the left, not all of us have 6 fucking teeth, okay? Just because you bleached your hair and lost brain cells due to bleaching and dyeing your hair whatever fucking color you choose it to be, making you lose brain cells because of it does not mean that all of us on the Republican or conservative side are that fucking stupid like you people on the left are.
Because of Biden. I mean,
Hey, Biden did a lot of damage. What, with Trump or Biden? No, nobody would want to fucking. I mean, any smart person would know that being a Democrat or a progressive or a socialist communist, it's an oxymoron. It's the definition of oxymoron, KY. You got to remember that. That's what these people are on the left, oxymorons. Because they don't understand that, or yeah, I don't know how he is able to be the way he is. I don't know. I'm not going to get into it with talking too much about this guy. But this is definitely the oxymoron definite. This is the definition of oxymoron. You're an insanity. You're hoping, you're doing the same thing over and over again, hoping for something of a different outcome or result, and it never comes. It's just the same fucking thing over and over again. That's what the left do. That's why they're kind of like the definition of insanity, because they want something different, but every time it's the same freaking thing. Socialism, communism.
This is disturbing on so many levels.
Whatever. Anyway, I'm going to read to you per beta what is actually said. So, dear Mr. President, I'm sorry, I thought I was the only one left behind last night and had no idea Margot's car was also pulled over and sent back to the airport. Since I was alone in the van outside customs without my passport, I panicked and should have just called Secret Service instead of you. I'm also sorry if I was an embarrassment walking the course in Scotland the first day. I was told there were no carts and people walked, which is why I walked the second day. I was specifically asked by, I forgot who his name was, but on the day, main people who worked there, if I could continue walking and telling any other girls who would heed out there to do the same to spare the course any more carts. If there's anything else I have done to cause trouble, please forgive me. I know that some people have said I haven't been texting them back, and there has been some international cell issues. John was having technical issues on the plane too, so asked me to help him out. Um, I went. I want things always to be right between us. I know I've been distracted all week, forgotten to eat throughout the day, and even forgetting to sleep. Only only catching a couple hours at a time. I haven't been myself, dwelling on the past and the pain of losing my dad. I started letting the remarks of people who haven't bothered me before it get to me, not because I care what others think, but because I see myself being lowered in your eyes. Um, I don't want to ever let you down. Thank you for being my guardian and my protector in this life. That's what I wanted to use this card for when you saw me at the cash register. And once again, did what you didn't have to do and gift me with Mentos on this trip of a lifetime. A coming of age, I will return a better person. I have to sign off now as the cars are leaving. See you soon with all my heart, Natalie. That is per beta what one of the letters says. So what Paul just said, or apparently read, was incorrect. I don't know. Well, what I don't know what source you're getting that from. But I don't know. But anyway, that's per beta of what she said. Okay. You're getting that from probably PBS. I don't know if that's true or not. Um, I don't know. But yeah, that's per beta of what was once said or what was allegedly written by Natalie. So apparently, Natalie felt like she wasn't doing good. Apparently, she felt like Trump may have been a little bit angry with her or disdained with some of her alleged actions, which I can kind of understand. I don't know because I would have to look it up. But anyway, you guys, I might come on later and talk a little bit about it. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. KY, if you come on here later, then I'll see you soon.